Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Empowerment News Podcast. This is Maurine Kwende, your podcast host, learning leader, researcher, speaker, leadership coach, and consultant. I'm also the CEO and founder of EMK Learning Solutions LLC. I'm a first-time author, and I also want to just give you a big shout out before I start the podcast. Thank you to all our listeners out there. I'm so grateful to you tuning in from all over the world. I see the downloads, I see the comments, I see the shares, feedback, and all of that. So hearts to you. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you. So today's episode is going to be focused on coaching. As a coach, it's very fulfilling when we're able to help our clients gain clarity and close the gap that exists between where they are and their destination, where they intended to be. For some, the process can take long, and for others, it could take a minute. I always say everyone's journey is different, and we are to embrace it and act upon it. But that being said, the question is, as a coach, how can you stay relevant? What do you do? So in this week's podcast, I'm going to provide you 5 tips or ways to stay relevant. The first way is by coaching your clients on a regular basis, right? You have to be on top of your calendar. Be sure to serve your clients on a regular basis, right? You coach them every day. How many times a week do you coach your clients? And you're not just showing up, right, in your coaching sessions. You're showing up ready to serve them, right? You're making sure you have the skills. You're making sure that you're not just there, but you're being actually wholly present to be able to serve your clients. So you might even have a team of coaches that you work with to help you to cater to your clients. And sometimes it could happen that you can have just one client, right? You're doing one-on-one coaching, or maybe you're doing a group coaching. Either way, you have to be doing all of this on a regular basis. Now, what if you don't have the clients that you coach on a regular basis, right? Like you'd love to. Of course, you'd love to do your best, right? To let your clients know that you're available to help. Like any business, there might be moments where business is slow, or your coaching clients, they're not coming as you would like. So then in that situation, what do? That brings in the next tip. And the next tip then I would say to stay relevant is to work with a coach. You must have heard of the saying that every coach needs a coach, and that's correct. Work with your coach, identify a coach that you have a good vibe with, right? Find your coach to ensure that they help you as well to be equipped to serve your client well. You have to be able to practice what you preach, right? One of my favorite quotes by John Maxwell is, "You must know yourself to grow yourself." Are you a great coach? What are your clients saying about you? Are you really where you want to be? You need to be able to put in time to develop yourself. Your clients can feel it when you're not confident. I always use this quote by Steve Jobs that says, "Be a yardstick of quality." Take time, take the class, take certification, whatsoever you need to do to be your best, so that you can be your best. You can be the best for your coach, for your coaching clients. You have to do what you have to do. The third tip is for you to trade or partner with other coaches. So maybe you don't have a coach right now, right? But you're working with other coaches who are professionals like you. So you can also leverage that. You work with them so they can coach you and you can coach them, have some sort of agreement. And mind you, those still count towards your recertification, right? So maybe you're working with ICF, where you have to, report those hours. So trading coaching with another coach, another certified coach, is going to help you also, because they're coaching you and you're coaching them. And so that way you're still staying relevant, because you're working on yourself, making sure that you're having what you need to be able to serve when the opportunity comes. The fourth tip is through self-coaching, right? Because you can also coach yourself. But I wouldn't say that self-coaching is sufficient, but that's another tip that you can explore. Think about resources that you can leverage. My book, Dream Big and Live Your Dreams Boldly. At the end of every chapter, I provide self-coaching questions to help our readers out there to coach themselves. I'm not saying that's the only option, but at least you have that to work with. And that's one way as a coach for you to stay relevant. Lastly, which I think is very important as a coach, is for you to really do a fantastic job such that you have those referrals keep coming in, bringing back opportunities to you. I take pride when all my clients, when they keep coming back and like, oh, I want to do another 6 months and all of that. It makes me feel that I'm doing a great job. Especially when I see them live their dreams. Wow. That's how I live my own dreams. Because I see them, I help them make their dreams come true through coaching and the other services that I do provide. So I encourage you to not just be a coach, to be a top-notch coach. Do your best. Let what you do for them, your clients, speak for themselves, so that they will not only come back, they will just be ambassadors, evangelists, spreading the word, right? Because good news doesn't hide. So when they go and they're doing all these great things, living their dreams boldly, people will want to know, like, what's going on? Like, can you share what's your secret sauce? And they would willingly share that they have a great coach. And then they would want to recommend them to their friends. And those friends would keep coming back to you, and those friends, once they get good service, it's a compounding effect. Then they go and bring other clients. And so you have those revolving clients, right? And your calendar is always full. And so once you're doing all that on a regular basis, definitely you're staying relevant. I love this quote, and it's actually my own quote that says, why should someone invest in you if you don't invest in yourself? Do yourself and your clients a favor by investing in yourself, by doing what it takes to be a top-notch coach. You can do it. So when you invest in yourself, your clients can feel this confidence. They can tell that you're coming with your best foot forward and you're really out there to help them. So just think about that. These are the 6 tips that I can share with you, and I hope this would help you to stay relevant as a coach, or help someone you know to stay relevant as a coach. So this is it for this week's podcast. And I look forward to serving you throughout this year, 2022 and beyond. You know fully well that I'm rooting for you as for you being an intentional you this year. So as you make this year your best year yet, just be intentional. Even in coaching, be intentional. In speaking, be intentional. Whatsoever you do, be intentional this year. And you reap the fruits of your labor. So to our listeners out there, I want to thank you again for tuning in. I would like to say to you, stay safe and be well. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Au revoir. Adios. Bye-bye.